But segueing to that, over time how it's changed and the crowd and everything, and what's one of the challenges you didn't expect when you started running the bar, and started moving. Obviously, you said you were here from the beginning. You were kind of talking before, like I was setting up tables and things like that, and you didn't start working here until a little bit after. And then you recently, a couple of years, just started being a GM. So, what are one of the challenges you didn't expect when you started running the bar as a GM?
So probably the biggest one is, believe it or not, the drinking culture changes pretty often. So, you might have people that have been doing like Budweiser and Fireball for the last 40 years, and
Yeah.
they're going to be doing it till the day they die. But I
Mhm.
mean, like, you have new stuff coming out. Like, did you know Arizona makes a hard tea now?
I mean, yeah, Arizona, yeah.
Baja Blast Mountain Dew,
Yes.
the hard version.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't think stuff like that would like catch on like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? But like from one day to the next, it's like, hey, do you have those hard Arizona teas? And I'm like, the what now? Like, I didn't even think you all would want to drink that. But then, from one day to the next, it's like I can't keep it in stock. It
Yeah.
goes so fast.
Yeah.
So definitely a challenge because sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss.
Yeah.
Like you think, oh no, this is going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
It's not.
So you got to kind of keep up with what's going on as
Yeah.
far as like alcohol sales and things like that. So that's always kind of a challenge. And is it kind of like that with food as well here?
Yes and no. I would say more so the drinks. Like I said, whenever we have our menu, like we pretty much keep what's popular and what's delicious
Yeah.
and people love. So like that one's a little bit easier. But I do have a rotating food special now, and
Yeah.
I try to keep it fresh with other specials and stuff like that just to keep up with that. But like the big thing is definitely the drinking culture changing and
Yeah.
what's becoming popular and what isn't. Dude, TikTok, believe it or not, I think it was like in the last like 2 months, a mojito is kind of like an old school drink.
Yeah.
I want to say old school. Like
Yeah.
you can pretty much get one anywhere, but like I couldn't keep mint in stock. I'm like, why are we selling so many damn mojitos? Summer girl vibes. Everyone's
Yeah.
drinking mojitos now.
That makes
I'm like,
sense.
you know what? That's
I didn't
cool,
think
dude.
about
Like,
that too, because like you change with the season, just kind of like a beer kind of deal.
Exactly.
But like the same thing goes for like hard liquor, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, like I ain't drinking a mojito in the winter.
No, you're definitely not. You want something to warm your belly up too
Yeah,
if you're doing shots
yeah,
of whiskey and
yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, definitely. Like TikTok has brought a couple of drinks back into the limelight. Like
Uh-huh.
before the mojito, pina coladas, frozen pina coladas. Those have always kind of like been a staple, I want to say. But
Yeah.
from one week to the next, going from making 2 to 200, you're
Yeah.
like, wow, like where did that come from? TikTok.
Nice.
Yeah, TikTok is really good about bringing stuff back and
Uh-huh.
moving stuff on into the past. You know what I mean? So like, it's weird how it ends up shaking out. I never know. It keeps you on your toes, dude.
And the thing that you bring, like to me, obviously, I mean, I'm not running a bar or business and like that, but the fact that you're like, hey, I'm keeping track of trends because of TikTok.
Right.
You know what I mean?
have to, dude.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Good businesses evolve, and
Yeah.
whether or not I want to sit here and have a pina
Yes.
colada doesn't matter to me. If someone
Yeah.
else wants one,
If
there you
it
go.
makes sense to do it, you're gonna do it. Oh,
Absolutely.
man, that's freaking crazy.